Welcome! Today we're changing out the starter for a 2010 Subaru Impreza. I'll be replacing with the Carquest Premium, part number 17840S. Double check your VIN to ensure this is the right part number for yours. We're first going to disconnect the negative. The starter is located right back here, and to get to that, let's first take out the intake. We'll disconnect using a 10mm socket here, and then the hose clamps here and here using a flathead. We'll then disconnect the hoses from here, here, and here. No special tools are necessary, just a bit of manual wiggling. Lastly, there is one screw right here that should be loosened with a flathead for it to all come out. The hose connection points do build up with residue, so it's just good to get deep into those. We'll disconnect two cables, your S cable here and your B cable, which connects directly to the battery back here. That B cable might be covered with a rubber boot. You're just going to push that up and out of the way. The nuts here and here are going to be loosened with a 12mm. The connection right here might be really stiff and it's a little unstable if you just crank at it with a socket wrench. So I'm going to use the socket here with the breaker bar to add a little extra torque, and I'm going to stabilize it here and just clamp on to give it a little bit of extra stability. All right, next is going to be this cable that connects to the back of the solenoid here. So this cable is not the easiest to get to, but the rubber piece that it connects to is going to have a piece that has a little bit more give. That's what we need to grab onto in order to pull it off of the cable. And if we look at the starter, and it's positioned in like this, and that connection is at this angle, then likely you're going to need to just apply pressure at the 2 and 7 and pull straight off. There'll be two more points of connection. One is back here that you can see I've connected my wrench to, and the other one is right here behind the S cable rest. It's easier to see on the new starter. That back connection is right here, and that top connection rests right there. They're both a 14mm. That connection is so tight that I'm going to clamp on and hit it with a mallet. Oh, there we go. The S cable was connected with a nut and a washer, and the B cable has a bolt and a washer, and we've just pushed both of these out of the way here. We need to remove this brace for the intake to remove the starter, so we're going to take a 10mm and just remove these two bolts right here. Out with the old and in with the new. Once the top and bottom connections are secure, it's pretty straightforward to retrace our steps. We're going to reclamp that cable. We're going to put our B cable back here. We're going to reconnect our S cable, add our intake brace, put our intake back, add the hoses back on, and then we should be all done. New starter is connected, batteries reconnected, everything's in place. Moment of truth. So the new starter is working perfectly. That first startup was a little slow going because of how long the battery was disconnected for, and the second startup did perfectly fine. Please give this a like if this was helpful for you. Thanks for watching.